Hey everybody, it's First Night here, back with another Movie Memories Monday. This is number 124. So, honestly, I'm kind of running low at the moment of what movies and shows I want to do for this right now. There's still quite a bit of my collection that I could do that I haven't done yet, but I just have to be in the mood for that kind of specific movie or show. Um, Now, I have ideas of ones that I want to do, but I just not in the correct mindset to do it. I don't know. But I found one that I do think is okay. It's definitely, in my opinion, the worst of these four movies, but it is their first attempt of a full-length movie at the time. So it's going to be for A Boy Named Charlie Brown. Now, that's from that four-movie collection. I finally now doing the fourth one on here, which is my least favorite of them, and it's pretty much like it sums it up right about here. It says, send out laughs at the National Spelling Bee with a boy named Charlie Brown. So pretty much it just means that Charlie Brown is invited to like a national spelling bee for elementary school students, and he was selected as one of them because he's a really good speller. And pretty much the movie is all about him wanting to be, what's the word, not accepted, but like not have to have hatred towards him from his fellow classmates. He just wanted to be, having people nice to him, have friends. This movie was very okay. The reason why I don't think it's amazing is mainly because of the fact it's so mean-spirited to Charlie Brown, even more so than any of the specials that I can remember. I'd say it's probably the harshest that I've seen so far of all the specials I've seen, not just these movies, but all the other specials that I actually do have and I have seen so far. I think it's very mean-spirited towards Charlie Brown. I'm trying to remember what else happened. So yeah, pretty much it's him overstressing about being called a loser and all that kind of stuff from his friends, including Lucy and the other girls, and even some of his friends that are boys, except for obviously Linus. Linus is always like his best friend, very kind to him. Lucy can be when she wants to be nice to him, but funny thing is like it's Linus and Schroeder who kind of back Charlie Brown up a lot more than any of the others. It's just funny because I think this movie itself was not bad. I could watch it again probably, but it has like a really, since it is released in 1969, so this is towards the 70s, when they had like the psychedelic kind of multicolor thing, which always bugged me about that era was the multicolor thing. Was always weird then. It's even more so weird now. But in terms of the animation itself was good. I just don't like the weird trippy colors and scenes that they had in some of the movie. Because there's also a scene where Lucy and two or three other girls were circling around Charlie Brown, singing, saying that you'll never make it, Charlie Brown, and pretty much making fun of him. And like, yeah, they were mean to him sometimes, but they weren't flat out rude. Even Lucy was nice to him in the Christmas special. She was wanting money out of it. She's a greedy little girl, but at least she somewhat felt bad for Charlie Brown during that special. And in this movie, she's just like flat out harsh to him. And another scene that was really, well, kind of like a sub story was about Linus losing his blanket because he let Charlie Brown have it for the spelling bee to comfort him, but he was losing his mind because he thought he couldn't go on without his blanket, and it was very funny, but at the same time kind of terrifying. At the same time, because like I don't like to see Linus that stressed out or sad because he is a good character in the show or the franchise. But it's just also funny. It's kind of sad to see to make it look like he's, for example, like obsessed with like alcohol or something. Like in terms of like how he can't live without it. It was like an addiction in a way. Like he needs this blanket. I think that's. I mean, it's funny to an extent, but I think it was just weird of how they made it seem like he literally was seeing things and doing all that kind of stuff just because of a blanket that comforts him. I think they made it a little bit too far. I think it would have been funny to some degree, but I think it might have been, in my opinion, better out of this movie and made into its own little sub movie that was like 30 minutes, like the standard. It was okay. Like I said, this movie was okay. Charlie Brown was so close to winning, and I think in my opinion, they should have had him win just so that way he would catch a break. But I do think the movie itself was fine enough to watch. The animation was good. The voice cast was pretty decent. The songs were okay. And I just did not like the harshness towards Charlie Brown this entire movie, and the weird sub thing with Linus. But the movie itself, it's not bad. I mean, if you have this set, I think it's worth at least trying once to watch it. But the other three movies are by far better. in my opinion, Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, and Snoopy Come Home are the best two of these four movies. Only close to behind is Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, because that's actually a pretty good movie as well. It's better by far than Boy Named Charlie Brown, but it's in terms of the other two, it's definitely not as good as those two. But I really recommend watching the other three. But if you have the set, just try watch it. I think it's worth a watch once, and what your thoughts on it, I would like to know. Because I don't remember much of that special. I remember mostly Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, and Snoopy Come Home. Those are the two I remember the most. And I've seen some bits of Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, but not a ton. But tell me below what you guys and girls think about this video. What do you think of A Boy Named Charlie Brown? I know it seems a little bit more harsh that I didn't give this one a more positive review, but I'd rather be more honest because I think this movie could have been better, but they definitely tried. But I think their sequels were so much better, including even the 2015 The Peanuts movie. But that was the last good Peanuts anything. But tell me what you think about this movie, The Boy Named Charlie Brown, and I'll see you next time. God bless.